Alright guys, well, hello everyone. My name is Russell again. Thank you guys so much for taking this tour with us.
Hi friends, welcome to today's video. We took a really fun tour of an area in Jacksonville called Riverside and Avondale, and we forgot to film an intro for our video, so this is our intro, and we hope you enjoy today's tour.
We went with Go Tuk'n, and it was a lot of fun. This part is us being detoured. There was a marathon in town, and also an Alice in Wonderland event, and that had some roads blocked, and so we had to take a detour down by the stadium. This wasn't really far out of our way because Go Tuk'n is actually located near the stadium, so he just went around there before we pulled out onto the road.
We got some pretty cool views of the river as we were driving through downtown, and we also got to see some of the buildings in the downtown area, and it was just really neat to drive through downtown and not be the ones driving.
We started our tour in the Brooklyn area of Riverside. Jacksonville is a huge city if you didn't know. According to this tour guide, it's 50 square miles bigger than New York City and Chicago combined. Right now we're driving by the Riverside Arts Market. We got to go there a while ago, and we'll link that video above.
And right now we are driving by the Cummer Museum. The Cummer Museum is built around the home of the Cummer family, and we actually got to tour that a while ago and did a video of it, one of our first videos, so I will link that. And next door to the Cummer Museum is the Garden Club, and that was opened by the daughter of the Cummer family.
Right now we're driving down May Street. This is a very historic street, as you can tell from the cobbles. The ladies who owned the house that we're about to see prevented the destruction of this street in the late 1960s by standing out in the street. This is the carriage house that the ladies owned. This is part of Colonel Kay's mansion.
It used to have a big opening, sort of like a garage door type opening in the front, and you can see that it's been obviously renovated into a house, but I thought that was really neat that we can still see sort of what it used to be.
This is another building designed by Roy Benjamin. I think we're about to go around the front of that. Roy Benjamin was a prominent architect in Jacksonville, and he designed a number of buildings here, including several theaters, and often used that architecture. It's in the prairie style, and we learned that that focuses on the horizontal rather than the vertical. And we'll tell you more about the prairie style later. This is one of the two remaining mansions on the row. There used to be 50 mansions here, and several of them were designed by Roy Benjamin. One of them, that one that we see, is being currently leased as apartments, and the other is now the Riverdale Inn. This one, which is a luxury bed and breakfast. Now, it was built in 1901 by William Kelly, who was at the time a wealthy turpentine baron.
Across the street is Memorial Park, which is dedicated to World War I veterans. This park is situated at one of the widest points of the St. Johns River. A point of interest, the St. Johns River is one of the two major rivers in the world that flow north, and comment below if you know what the other one is. It was really peaceful in the park. Enjoy.
focal point of this park is the Statue of Life.
This tall building is 1846 Park Lane. It's another one designed by Roy Benjamin and was the tallest building in Jacksonville in 1926. The Goodwin House here was designed by Henrietta Dozier in 1924. I thought that was so cool that it was designed by a woman way back then. She actually graduated from MIT, and it was just really neat that she made such a big impact in the architectural world. We drove through so many streets and saw a lot of different architectural styles. It was really interesting. We hope you enjoy them too.
This is the Cheek House, which is Jacksonville's only castle. You can see that it has pierced parapets and it has a slate roof. It was built for the owner of the coffee company that would later become Maxwell House. And it's another one designed by Roy Benjamin and was built in the late 1920s. Here's a better view of the slate roof, and in the background you can see 1846 Park Lane again.
A lot of the houses we saw were built of brick. After the Great Fire of 1901, which destroyed much of Jacksonville, most of the buildings were built of brick. Well, we've shown you many of our favorites and wish we could tell you all about the whole entire tour, but you'll have to go on the tour for that. But a really cool thing is this house that has palm trees for posts. I just loved that. I got such a kick out of that. And we saw so many other cool things too, like areas of Jacksonville I hardly ever go to. We drove by Riverside Park and this really cool area that looked kind of like an old-fashioned downtown, and I can't remember what area it was, but I never come here, and it looked very quaint, and you could see the old architectural styles. It was so cool. And we saw this beautiful church that was designed in honor of the architect's mother. And I don't think I've ever seen this church before. And it's just gorgeous the way the sun hits it. It was also pretty neat to drive by the European street out there. And of course, it wasn't always European street. This building was designed in an Art Deco style. And you could so see that after he told us. I just got a kick out of that. This fancy building is now a library. Can you believe it? We're using this building as a library. So special. The designs on the top, I don't think I would have even thought to look up to see them. It is really beautiful. This is the Willow Branch Library. An extra fun treat for me was getting to see the Riverside Avondale Community Garden.
Changing, so people will grow their vegetables, pick them, and then immediately get out, take out, because there is a waiting list for the different ones. And so, yeah, feel free. Oh, feel free to totally go in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
it
know
is
we were-
open- it is
okay.
open to the
Wow.
public, so we're able to go walk around in here.
Nice.
We won't spend too much time here because
Yeah.
we do want to get to the rest of the tour.
This is cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, this door is not going to stay open. So, it is going to swing shut, and I'm so sorry. I thought it would stay open, but it would not stay open. And so, they have many different crops that are in here. Lettuce, kale.
We heard so many cool stories about locals, even a band that is now famous that played in somebody's garage. And then we saw just cool houses that were built by like rich people way back in the day. And they had some really interesting stories about them. And the prairie style was definitely my favorite. I just really liked how pretty it looked, and the urns that they always put out front with the plants. I just like how balanced it is and just so pretty. And then we got to the really posh part of town. These houses are absolutely enormous, some of the very largest in Jacksonville, and they are on the river. Just impressive. But more impressive to me was this awesome park that we went to last.
So, welcome to Yacht Basin Park, or what is more commonly known as is Mom's Park.
Is this part of St. John's? Is it
Yes.
just the canal off of
Yeah,
it?
so this is part of Hogan's Creek.
Oh, okay.
And so it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful park. A lot of people know about it. A lot of our joggers in the area know about this park. It's just a very beautiful park.
This gazebo is beautiful and eclectic. The artist who worked on it would bring in the community to help place tiles and various things so that it was really a community project and not just her project. She was amazing though, and put so many fun little tidbits like a teacup handle. And there are also Bible verses and poems all around. You can see some Florida animals and some cats and dogs, as well as the native animals like egrets. The mosaic tiles that spell out Yacht Basin Park is so creative and beautiful. This was truly a peaceful place to be. Well, we hope you enjoyed our tour with Go Tuk'n. We highly recommend taking a Go Tuk'n tour. There's this architectural tour and many other tours, so do check out their website. I'll link it below. We did not regret it at all. We had such a fabulous time. It's also a really good tour to do if you have a larger group. They have larger tuk-tuks as well, and will fit more people. So if you have a family that would like to do it, definitely so much fun. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and please hit the bell notifications so that YouTube will let you know when we have videos pop up. So we are planning to do more fun adventures. We hope you'll join us. Have a great day.